Universal Studios Florida is by far the weakest Universal Studios park in my opinion. So in today's video, we're going to look at some ideas that you guys sent in to help improve this struggling theme park. Before we get started, please like this video, please leave a comment down below, let me know how you would fix Universal Studios Florida. And of course, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. At the time of this recording, we're pushing for 20,000 subscribers, so I would greatly appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Alright, let's start things off. If they had a dark ride inspired by the Great Movie Ride, but for classic Universal films / horror films, that would be dope. I do agree that this would be a fantastic idea. This would be like a park-defining attraction for Universal Studios Florida. Right now, they don't really have that. I would argue that Universal Studios Hollywood has the Studio Tram Tour as a park-defining attraction. So just having one ride that could represent everything that the park stands for, like the reason why it exists, makes a lot of sense. That would give Universal Studios Florida a better foundation to compete with its sister parks, Islands of Adventure and Epic Universe, which in my opinion are far better than Universal Studios Florida. Honestly, I think Universal Studios Florida is so far behind that they have an opportunity to completely redefine what this park is. Like, they can make it more similar to those other two parks rather than bring it back into the studios. But I also understand that it's literally Universal Studios that has been this park's identity since the 90s. I know a lot of people like it, but I personally prefer the more themed Universal parks like Islands and Epic. But if you're staying with the Universal Studios identity for this park, then a Great Movie Ride style attraction for Universal properties is a fantastic idea. Next up, I feel like Wicked thematically doesn't really fit with Universal Studios Florida. I'd prefer them to stick with Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, or other IP that feel very Universal Studios. Fantasy IP with castles, etc. should go to Islands of Adventure or Epic. Pokemon could work at Universal Studios Florida if they were to build it around one of their Pokemon stadiums or urban landscapes. So this kind of plays into the discussion that we just had. Like, obviously, if you do want to keep the studio aspect alive, I do agree that Wicked thematically not best fit for Universal Studios Florida. I brought this up in the wishlist video that I made because honestly, as I mentioned, I like Epic and Islands way more than this park, so making Universal Florida more like Epic and Islands by including Wicked appeals more to me. Plus, I feel like Wicked is so popular, and that would be an absolutely huge draw for the park. But if you drop it in Islands or in Epic, it would also be a huge draw for those parks. Plus, I would make the argument that Diagon Alley is pretty whimsical. So as of right now, it kind of feels like Diagon Alley sticks out like a sore thumb. So if you add Wicked to Universal Florida, it kind of blends more with Diagon Alley rather than the rest of the park. But that's just my opinion. Moving on, I think an awesome Back to the Future ride could be a roller coaster or dark ride where you ride a DeLorean into the past, then to the future, then back to the present. Each time you time travel, there is a roller coaster segment built like the Fast and Furious ride currently being constructed in Universal Studios Hollywood. Then you travel into show buildings where scenes can bring us back in time with a retro scene than a futuristic scene. I would also love a FNAF pizzeria, even if there is no ride involved, just a functional recreation with working animatronics. As I discussed in the wishlist video, I love Back to the Future. I think that would be an absolutely incredible attraction, and I really hope Universal revives a Back to the Future ride. Plus, a roller coaster would be right up my alley. I'm doubtful that it would be the same ride system that Universal Hollywood is getting because I am under the impression that the new roller coaster that is replacing Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket is gonna use that ride system, so I doubt that they would build two of them in the same park. As cool as that idea would be for a DeLorean, you could still make a regular coaster train look like a car or built like a DeLorean. What I think you're proposing could be really interesting. I feel like it would be a lot like Universal Florida's version of Hagrid's, where there's multiple coaster sections, multiple dark ride sections, and I think that would be absolutely a slam dunk. For my friends who want to keep it as a studio's theme park, Back to the Future would work really well, but it would be able to incorporate many ride elements that Hagrid's uses. Like, you don't necessarily have to have a drop track or a spike where you go backwards. But anything on that scale with multiple launches, like it doesn't have to have 7 like Hagrid's does, but like 3 defined coaster sections, 3 defined dark ride sequences, you would have a fantastic attraction, and I think it would easily be one of the most popular in the park. The Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria is also a good idea. I'm hesitant that Universal would invest the money and the time to build a whole ride dedicated to Five Nights at Freddy's, but I think a restaurant would be a perfect fit. Like ideally there would be both, but who's to say? Alright, next up, a Shrek themed swamp water ride could be fun. Like a mix between Splash Mountain and Grizzly River Run. I mean, it's not a franchise that's associated with water, but I think it could work. I do agree that it could also work. That could be a really fun idea. Universal Florida has 0 water rides, so whether it is a raft ride like Grizzly River Run, or like Popeye and Bluto's Bill Drap Barges, or more of a log ride type of ride system like Splash Mountain, like Dudley Do Rides, I think it could work. Maybe you go with like a happy medium with like a wider boat, like a splash battle boat. Not a splash battle boat, like a shoot the chute water ride type of thing, but obviously more well themed than the rides I'm showing you right now. Honestly, you can make the argument that that is too similar to Jurassic Park at Islands. I mean, any water ride you build at Universal Studios Florida is going to be compared to the 3 at Islands of Adventure. So honestly, you have to differentiate it through the theming. But a water ride on its own would add much more diversity to the Universal Studios Florida ride lineup, and I think that is very, very valuable. So I agree that this is a great idea. Next up, what do you think about a Stranger Things dark ride? Could utilize scoop ride vehicles like Spider-Man, but on the scale of Battle at the Ministry. You could recreate Hawkins as the land and would fulfill the horror ride idea you had. So I'll be so for real with all of you. Never seen Stranger Things. The finale for season 5 came out last night at the time of this recording. My family watched it, but I did not. I think Stranger Things is a very popular franchise that could definitely hold or sustain an attraction. I think they've only ever done stuff for Horror Nights for Stranger Things. My only concern is that Netflix, I don't know if they'd be willing to give Universal the theme park rights to Stranger Things, because it feels like Netflix is trying to take over the world right now with the acquisition of Warner Brothers. Not that I'm saying that Netflix would ever get into the theme park industry, but I'm not sure if they would be willing to sell out Stranger Things to Universal. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how it works. But I think Stranger Things could definitely hold up an e-ticket attraction. Maybe not something as insane as Battle at the Ministry, but maybe something a little smaller, maybe closer to the scale of Spider-Man or Transformers. I think that could definitely work. Next up, I'm not as familiar with Universal Orlando as I am with the one in California, but I do have a wish list for that park if you plan to do a video for that too. Though I did come up with one idea for a land that could go in any Universal theme park, and I think Universal Orlando might be the best spot for it. I would like to see a Hanna-Barbera land added to the park. It could be an immersive land with kinetic energy divided into 3 different areas based on HB franchises. There would be a Flintstones area, a Scooby-Doo area, and a Powerpuff Girls area, each one with their own e-ticket attractions. The Flintstone area would have an indoor-outdoor log flume ride, the Scooby-Doo area would have a trackless dark ride, and the Powerpuff Girls area would have an indoor roller coaster with 3 different tracks representing the 3 different girls. I think this is a great idea. Universal Florida had Bibles Playland as like the kids area for the longest time, and then recently it was refurbished into the Dreamworks area, but it's gotten really poor reviews. So a full-scale immersive kids area could be really well done for this park, especially if it included e-tickets, so it could be a draw for everybody in the family. A Scooby-Doo dark ride would be my favorite of these ideas. I'm under the impression that Universal's kind of hesitant to continue with trackless attractions because of the problems they had with Skull Island Reign of Kong, but maybe that attitude will change since Disney developed 2 of the greatest dark rides of all time using their trackless technology with Rise of the Resistance and Runaway Railway. A triple dueling roller coaster could be very interesting. I'd imagine if there's 3 different tracks, it wouldn't be the largest scale attraction, but that could still be a very, very fun ride. And I do agree that this would be a great fit at Universal Studios Florida. Next up, they should do a Kuka Arm Five Nights at Freddy's ride similar to Monsters Unchained. It would do so well, especially since Halloween Horror Nights proved that this IP is popular. I do agree. I didn't get to go to Horror Nights at Universal Florida, I've never been to Horror Nights at Universal Florida, but the wait times for the Five Nights at Freddy's maze at Universal Hollywood's Horror Nights were absolutely insane. I have friends that waited like 3 hours to go into that maze, which is diabolical. I had to wait an hour at the very end of the night at like 1 or 2 in the morning. That's just insane. I don't know, like obviously it's very popular, but I don't know if they would spend like a huge amount of money like Kuka arm ride money. Like that would be so scary if you could get really close to those animatronics. But also like you could make the argument that the horror element of Five Nights at Freddy's is because it's so small scale and intimate. Like it's just you and the animatronics. So like a larger scale ride like a Kuka arm may not be the best fit. But also Epic Universe has a Kuka arm with Monsters Unchained. Obviously Islands has it with Forbidden Journey. So it would be very nice if Universal Florida had a Kuka arm, because it's one of the most unique ride systems that Universal has, and if they could differentiate this attraction from Monsters Unchained in a way that's very interesting, then I think it could work really well. Next up, Pokemon or Zelda replacing Simpsons Land is a must. Pokemon would be so big. Replace the Fast and Furious ride with the Night Bus from Harry Potter or a new IP. Move the Fast and Furious stuff to the new coaster. I do agree, closing Supercharged would be the move after the new coaster opens, because we're all like 99% sure that the new roller coaster replacing Rip Ride Rocket is gonna be a Fast and Furious roller coaster. So don't be like Disneyland where you have Star Tours on one side of the park and Galaxy's Edge on the other. You gotta close Fast and Furious, move everything to that side of the park in terms of like gift shops, merchandise, whatever. And then obviously the Supercharged show building can become something else. The ride system doesn't seem terribly interesting, so I would honestly prefer if they demoed it and just built something else rather than reskin it into a ride for Diagon Alley or for any other franchise. Maybe FNAF can take over that building. But I do agree that one of these Nintendo properties taking over Simpsons, like 99% gonna happen. I liked one of the original rumors that Pokemon was gonna go to Universal Florida, Zelda was gonna go to Islands, and Epic Universe will get a Luigi's Mansion expansion. But that kind of seems to be up in the air right now. There's rumors that Zelda's going to Epic instead of Islands. They've also started construction or demolition of the Lost Continent. I'm excited to see what takes over the Lost Continent. And as mentioned earlier, Pokemon is probably the best fit for the studio aesthetic if you're keeping that around, which I'm fairly certain that Universal is going to want to keep the Universal Studios Park a Studios Park. Pokemon should go to Universal Florida. In my opinion, Zelda should go to Islands. And as I said, Luigi's Mansion should be the Super Nintendo World expansion in Epic Universe. Next up, here's a non-ride suggestion. Erect a massive 30-foot tall wall near the front gate just before Minion Way. Put Gru's rocket ship on one side and an artful Art Deco embossed mural of classic Universal movies on the other side. This gives a much better first impression of the park than dumping you into Minion Land, as guests stay immersed in Hollywood as they get funneled down Hollywood Boulevard, now a proper main street. It also helps Minion Land feel a bit more self-contained and immersive. This is a fantastic idea. I'm not sure how the wall would work. Honestly, you might just have to completely re-angle the whole front entrance. Just like move the arch to face in the direction of Hollywood. Because right now it's facing in the direction of Minion Way. Like, it's so frustrating, this park. It was so poorly planned out in my opinion. But that absolutely would give you the opportunity to make Minion Land or Minion Way much more immersive. Because right now it literally just feels like another street in the park, but just covered in Minion decor, Minion static figures. So, not ideal. And I do still think it's absolutely ridiculous that that is at the front of the park, right behind the main entrance. Next up, replace Simpsons with an area themed to Derry from It. You walk through a bit of the town before entering the traveling carnival. Retheme the ride to a horror simulator ride featuring Pennywise, year-round horror ride, boom. So if Nintendo's not going to take over Simpsons, this is a pretty good idea. I know there was a new show about this franchise, so that could work pretty well. I'm hesitant about retheming a simulator attraction that's already been rethemed. Like, I hope that they just demolish the Simpsons ride building and create something new. Because, like, yeah, the ride system was revolutionary back when it opened as Back to the Future, but these days it's just kind of another screen ride at this park. So ideally, if you replace the Simpsons land, when you replace Springfield, I would prefer if they brought in an attraction that doesn't over rely on screens, whether that's an It themed area, whether that's Pokemon, whether that's Zelda, whether that's whatever. Next up, I'd love to see the San Francisco area get turned into a Tokyo area with some Japanese and anime inspired rides and attractions, like a Fast and Furious Tokyo coaster, some anime stuff, a Godzilla ride similar to the old Confrontation, but with Godzilla, etc. These are some really great ideas. I think that Fast and Furious coaster idea is being used up by the Rip Ride Rocket replacement, but a reintroduction of Confrontation using Godzilla could be really, really cool. I know Universal Japan does like a anime overlay for their indoor spinning coaster, so maybe building a permanent version of that at Universal Florida could be really, really cool. So lots of good ideas that could be very, very fun. And that is gonna do it for this video. Do you agree with anything any of these ideas brought up? Do you disagree? Please let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna try to make this video series a monthly thing on my channel, so for next month in February 2026, I would like to do how to fix Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World. If you need any ideas for comments or inspiration, I have multiple Animal Kingdom videos already on the channel, including a wishlist video, so you should go check that out if you have not already. So let me know down in the comments below how you guys would fix Animal Kingdom. What rides would you add? What would you replace? What would you fix? Etc. Please like this video, and of course, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will catch you later.